What's going on? Peace, peace, peace. I'm in the building, looking a mess. Just got out the gym not long ago. Let me comb my beard. Peace. Damn, y'all ain't waste no time getting in this motherfucker, did y'all? Y'all wanted to talk. Damn. Good morning. Yeah, this is live, man. These are the books that you, the reference books from the Cavario interview. You see that? Old Gangsters and Young Guns. We're gonna talk about these books. Raised by Wolves. This is his autobiography. Inside the life and mind of a guerrilla hustler. All right, we're gonna get to Monster. We're gonna get to that. I see y'all loving the interview with Cavario. Let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about it. We're gonna establish the difference between Gully TV and the rest of these niggas. This is a TV show. This ain't an internet blog. The actors you see here are real. The story's true. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. I know you got connections. I can just go through Cavario. He talks to Alpo. The difference between my platform and the rest of these niggas, man, is this isn't a race. I'm not trying to I don't know. This isn't a race to see who can upload the fastest. It's about uploading groundbreaking, potent content. You feel me? Yeah, Cavario grew up with them niggas and shit. If you check his age and his background, he at that age. He got pictures in the Fever and all of that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Of course he knew about Preacher. That's what this book, Old Gangsters and Young Guns, is about. Preacher is in here. This is I was asked to come back on here. See? That's Preacher right there. I was asked to come back on here, man, and do a little review on these books. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna roll up, and then we're gonna kick it about the books, and we're gonna kick it about what he said about the rats. I'm really feeling the fact that y'all was receptive to the Cavario interview. See, difference between me and the rest of these niggas, I'm strapped. I'm strapped. I got crack in my desktop at all times and shit. I can just pull out a bomb-ass interview at any time and just... It ain't about Haitian Jack over here. It ain't just about Haitian Jack. This is a hip-hop platform. You dig? And we keeping it Gully. He said, I live like 2 blocks from where Preacher had his building basement shit. Is that the Grand, you live near the Grand Concourse? Reach out to Demencio Montana's son. That would be a great interview. It seemed like he don't fuck with me. I done reached out to him a couple of times. He on Instagram. He hasn't responded, but every now and then he'll like a picture of mine or something like that. I don't got no time to be making this shit personal with these niggas, man. I ain't giving nobody no money for their story. You dig? I'll question you. If you don't talk to me, I'm gonna talk about your ass. You dig? That Cavario interview, it was important that I got that. He said, yes, sir, I live on the Grand Concourse. See, I know my way around that Bronx, don't I? Can't believe Gully TV got the Haitian Jack interview amazing. Why can't you believe it? I got some gifts. I got some talents and gifts that the rest of these niggas don't have. If you listen close to the Cavario interview, Cavario is like a college professor Just to sit and kick it with him, you got to have your vocabulary together. He'll lose you. Quick question. Cavario interview I watched a few months ago. He spoke about his stepbrother who hung with DMX back in the day. Was he talking about you? I'm not Cavario's brother. I need to speak to you. You know Prince Miller from the Preem team? Yeah, yeah. Prince tried to apply pressure to Preacher and the Pen for snitching. I heard about that. I heard what's the name pulled out his whack too. I heard Preach wasn't going for it. Yep. Yep, I heard Preacher in general population with him. Yeah, I heard Preach don't look up. They said I heard that story. I think I read it online when he first got to I think a jail in Beaumont, Texas. Prince was making all the rats from New York City lock up. He didn't want no rats in the New York City car. I guess he approached Preacher outside the chow hall, and Preacher pulled that metal out. And his hands is deadly. Oh shit, I have people in Beaumont. But yeah, that's where I heard that. That's where I heard all of that shit transpired at in Beaumont, Texas. Cavario seemed like the real deal, but Kevin Childs was that dude. I think it was amazing how they was able to work together to bring Don Diva magazine. And I'll tell y'all something else I got too. You know, Cavario, he broke down the difference between Don Diva and Feds magazine. Right when we was done with that interview, my man called the niggas from Feds. Dave from Feds magazine came. So I got Cavario and Feds magazine together on the same telecast. I still got it. You know what I mean? I just ain't put it out yet because I might put it on a project that's going to Amazon Prime. Don Diva and Feds magazine need to come out. Don Diva's still dropping. They just had Rod Diggs on it not long ago and shit. Feds, I think they might drop every now and then. I don't think they on it like they used to be. They need to drop that shit in my lab. Dave, Antoine, y'all come drop that Fed shit in my lap, man. Yeah, this is a TV show. This isn't an internet blog and shit. You know what I mean? So my content is different than the rest of these niggas. These niggas gossip and talk about who did this, who dating who, Kiki challenge and shit like that. I ain't with that shit. I ain't with none of that shit. You know what I mean? Feds fell like they fell all the way out. Need to get over so they can continue the proper way. Both publications are respected. I agree. I think I had a Don Diva before I got a Feds magazine. That was one of my hustles in the penitentiary. I was one of the niggas who had the Feds and Don Diva subscription before the institutions got hip to them, before the institutions figured out that they was, exposing niggas that was telling. I had them joints. I ate good my last year, man, upstate because of them Feds and Don Diva magazines. I would charge a nigga $10 overnight. You can get it overnight. When we lock up at night, PA prisons lock up at 10, I think. When we lock up at night, I'm going to give you the magazine. When that gate hitting the crack in the morning, I'll be at your door to get that motherfucker. It better not have no damage to it either. Okay. Who in Attica? Oh, what y'all think about Tekashi? They said when he got locked up, them Trinitario niggas went at him. Them same niggas that not the same niggas, the same gang body that, chopped up the boy Junior in the Bronx when 69 got to the system. They approached him, I guess. The way it's being told to me that the Trinitarios are the premier, Latin gang right now and shit. I was told that the Nietas and the Latin Kings, I was told that both of them organizations kind of ate themselves. They kind of destroyed themselves using heroin. I heard that a lot of dudes in the top, the leadership positions of the Latin Kings and the Nietas, I heard that drugs destroyed them and shit. But them Trinitarios, I guess they ain't playing. They approached Tekashi. They said they got witnesses when them niggas approached him. They was like, yeah, we gonna get to you, homeboy. They said he was scared to death. He said that's crazy. The Bloods run the island. Most Bloods, let me tell you something. This is real. Most niggas just blooding. If they sit back and take an inventory of how Tekashi move, I don't think they're gonna approve of it. You know what I mean? It's kind of like he taunting people. Didn't that shit he did in Chicago where he went out on O Block at like 4 in the morning? Silly shit. Getting back to these books, that's what I called y'all here about. These were the reference books that, see, I'm a journalist. I be having to read these niggas' books and these niggas' stories and shit to stay abreast on the shit that I'm profiling. Old Gangsters and Young Guns. This book right here was instrumental in building the Don Diva brand. A lot of the stories that aired in Don Diva came from this book right here. I bought this joint from you. I bought both of them from him. I can't remember what I paid. I might have paid 20 cents for them. I know I paid 20 for this one. This one he might have gave me some play on it. But this one right here, Raised by Wolves. This is his life story. This is about him coming up in the Bronx. This is about him he got pictures in here too. This is like a time capsule. He explains what his life was like growing up in the Bronx. His mother and father was gangsters. His mother was a killer. Right here. You know what I'm saying? This is Gully TV Media, so I have to bring out, yeah, they on Amazon. Raised by Wolves by Cavario H. It really moved me reading the comments. Cavario's interview was one of the first interviews I think I didn't get no negative, nothing. No, there was no negative feedback on the I think maybe one person said some nut shit, but it was all too real. Haitian Jack said real recognize real fast and shit. I enjoy the blessings bestowed upon me when I'm able to sit at the feet of one of these elders and let them kick that shit to me. You know what I'm saying? I kicked it with Cavario. We smoked the L, talked history. You know what he told me? He said, "You're the new me." Cavario told me, Jamil, Gully TV. Cavario said, "Man, you the new me." After we sat around, kicked it, you know what I mean? And I explained to him what my prime objective was. He said, "You're the new me." You know what I mean? He need a podcast. Don Diva. Don Diva isn't his brand. That's his ex-girl Tiffany and her husband Kevin Childs. They ended up taking that, and Cavario was there during the infancy stages of it. You know what I'm saying? That interview I watched. I normally don't watch my work after I publish it. I don't. I beat and looked at it a lot of, through and through while I was editing it. But I actually went and watched that Cavario interview from start to finish a couple of times last night. Whole lot of game. Very, very thorough. Very, very thorough. Articulate. Clear explanations. You don't have to be a scholar, man. He delivered it to you. He give it to you so you can separate the meat from the bone. I knew when I was in his presence, as soon as I encountered him, I knew I was in, and I knew it was just like a breath of fresh air. Knowledge is illuminating. When you run into somebody that's bright, that's intelligent, they actually have like a bright, bubbly personality and shit. You know what I mean? Like the light. The power is the truth is the light. Cavario, as soon as you come around him, he just light up the room and shit. That's all that knowledge. KP, what's up? Nobody could have conducted that interview with Cavario like me. You dig what I'm saying? Steel sharpens steel and shit. I was in there punching, reciprocating, witty. My vocabulary is flawless too. The dribble is impeccable. You dig? And I've been told this by quite a few of the OGs that I interviewed. They say you got a way of questioning You know what I mean? That I like. They like my questions and shit. When they being interviewed, sometimes a person wants you to ask them certain stuff, but they don't know how to interject it. I can detect that shit. You know what I'm saying? I got a way of determining what message an artist want to convey, and it's up to me to ask those questions and shit. You dig? What's the name said that to Peace, brother? This is Ron Savage. Peace, Ron. Yeah. He said this is Ron Savage. Oh yeah, yeah. I asked him about Alpo. Hell yeah, I was gonna ask him about that shit because I know I'm familiar with Cavario's background. Cavario on them pages too, them telling Blanco sent you and all of that shit on Instagram, them gangsters pages. He on there right with them niggas. You dig? 69 gonna get pressed by a gang wherever jail he go to. That ain't the fucking people be saying change the smoke detector. That ain't the smoke detector. That's the house alarm and shit. As long as the door open, the front door open, it's gonna keep beeping because the alarm isn't engaged. Got security around this motherfucker, yo. Shout out to everybody here, man. Make sure y'all go pick up the book. I know you work out, but do you be juicing? Yeah, I drink vitality shots, man, whenever I'm in the juice bar. Dragon's Breath. I eat a lot of garlic. I try to live Dr. Sebi's lifestyle. I don't agree with everything he said. I just was reading something yesterday where he said garlic was bad for you. I got to refute that. You should have asked Kivar about Kevin Child's claiming AZ being in his paperwork. That shit was a lie. That shit was a lie. That shit was a lie. Kevin Childs did that for notoriety, yo. I just found me an angle and all of that shit and repackaged everything he said on my channel and just Ron Savage. Do you know who that is? Of course I know who Ron Savage is. All them niggas watching my shit. All of them. Everybody. Them dudes that killed a 15-year-old are really having a tough time on Rikers. The dudes were 21 and up, and the little boy was only 15. He gonna get a whole bunch. They gonna get time. They gonna get problems all through the system. Highly publicized case. You dig? Where they going? They play with knives. They play with knives and hatchets, machetes and shit. Where they going? When they get where they going, you should interview Dame Dash. If anybody say anything disrespectful to Ron Savage while he in this group, I'm blocking you for life. I'm telling y'all now. I see where y'all going with that shit. If anybody say anything, since Poe home, what does Spark Ears think? Poe contacted me and Spark Ears and shit. Ears is telling me about it. That nigga reached out. You read Dame Dash or Jay Prince books? Nope. I admire both of those gentlemen, though. I would love to get their books. I like to read autobiographies and shit. I like to read about people's lives and shit, man. I like to be able to, if you're successful, I want to know what you did along the way. Maybe I could separate the meat from the bone and apply some of your game to what I'm doing and shit. Y'all share this video. Share this on live. Just told this clown don't say nothing to him. It takes a real man to stand up and do what Ron Savage did. Can't take nothing away from that. We not here to talk about that type of stuff, though. You know what I mean? That's something that we not glorifying that type of shit even exists in the hip hop community. We not here to belittle the brother, and we not here to promote and talk about it either. And shit, we gonna act like that shit didn't happen. That shit that happened between me and Hassan Campbell, I chose to go at him because he said something derogatory against Minister Farrakhan. I was raised in the Nation of Islam. I don't give a fuck what none of you niggas got to say about that shit. You know what I'm saying? They had a whole lot to do with me becoming who I am today and shit. Dig? But I just didn't understand how he was 1 minute you claiming that you a victim, and then the next minute you attacking one of the most powerful black men in the United States. I wasn't feeling it. I'm curious to hear your take on the Treyway dude managing 69. Let me tell y'all something about me. If it's something going on and I don't talk about it, that mean it got trouble on it. That mean it got trouble. It's coded. It got trouble on it and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what's going on with 69 manager and shit. I just seem like it's some energy around him. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you get what your hand called for, man. Do you think Blaze had something to do with Pacquiao robbery? Nah, man. Nobody had nothing to do with that shit but the niggas that didn't already claim that shit. Somebody claimed that shit. His name is Dexter Isaac. He said Jimmy Henchman put him on it, and he had another nigga with him from the islands. King Tut wasn't even there. That shit that y'all seen in the movie, people assuming that Mano was acting out Tut's part. He wasn't even there. He had nothing to do with it. And I know that this shit is authentic because just from knowing Jack, from knowing Haitian Jack, he not gonna be the one to do something to you and shit. You know what I mean? He's not gonna be the one to do something to you and shit. He's capable of it. You know what I'm saying? But there's other people, man, that would love to put in some work for him. You know what I mean? So. Oh, I ain't even. Dribble God. Y'all don't get it fucked up, man. Forget who I am and shit. Follow me on Instagram at The Real Gully TV, man. I appreciate everybody joining the group this morning. Sitting here having a chat on these books by Cavario and shit. What's up? What's up, homie? She not here, bro. She not here. He got all kind of rooms and shit, but he ain't calling no more. 340 7596. 7596. Yep. What y'all think about Kawhi Leonard and DeMar DeRozan getting traded and shit? Yeah, I read Glaze's book. I got it here. Hold on. This is like a goddamn black cowboy movie and shit. This was Glaze's mistake. He let me read this before I got a chance to you know, kind of like interact with him and develop a relationship with him. I read this shit. This motherfucker's a lunatic. Stark raving mad. Gully, please get the Alpo interview Flex playing. Y'all shouldn't even want to see Alpo on Funk Master Flex show. That's a fucking freestyle show. Niggas go up there and freestyle battle rap. He don't know what the fuck to say to them niggas. You know what I'm saying? He the same age as them niggas. A lot of them niggas and shit. He don't know what to fucking say. He's in awe of them niggas that come up there like everybody else. You can't have a motherfucker question these guys who in awe of them and shit. This nigga in awe of them. I just told y'all we not talking about Ron Savage, yo. Just told y'all we not talking about him. So, yeah. Y'all make sure y'all run out and support these books, man. Check them out on Amazon. You know what I mean? eBay. And whoever your book supplier is, man. Barnes & Noble. Anything by Cavario was crack, man. You know what I mean? Like, what city you from? See that? That's Boy George from the Bronx. That nigga car was like fucking James Bond. That nigga had smoke screen, tax. Somebody was just in my comments talking about the E-Port posse from Jersey. E-Port. See, you gotta know your shit. You know what I'm saying? These books, I can't put these down. I got these on directly from Cavario, and they're inseparable, for real. Larry Hoover, they call him the old man. It's the face of the gangster disciples. Pistol Pete, United States versus Pete Rolock. That's the sex money murder case. These some of the niggas that Cavario was swinging with right here. This book is called Old Gangsters and Young Guns. If y'all like some of the stories that y'all see here on Gully TV, I'm sharing with y'all some of the things that I read and shit in preparation for these stories and shit. So, why you think Kevin Child's lying? He wants some notoriety like the rest of them niggas. The way I was told that Kev was getting real money. He was getting real money just like everybody else, just like the rest of these kingpins that you see online and in these books and magazines and shit. He was getting real money just like them niggas. But he don't get the notoriety. If you've seen the movie Paid in Full, Cameron, he said, everybody wanna be the man just cause. That's for real. Y'all like this video, man. It's almost 300 people in here, man. 41 likes, man. Come on, y'all boom that shit right quick. Let's see how quick y'all can put that shit over $1.50. That's all I need is half y'all to hit the like button. Boom! Come on. Y'all subscribe to the channel and hit the bell, man, so y'all can get the notification so the next time we link up, everybody's here. The Nation helped my cousin big time. Let me tell you something, yo. The Nation of Islam is one of the only organizations, well, one of the first organizations that was coming up onto the street corner. If you from the inner city, who be on the Ave? The hustlers, the prostitutes, the dope fiends, and the Fruit of Islam selling the newspapers and the bean pies. You dig? There's a body of people that weren't able to be reached by religion. So Minister Farrakhan came at him with self-pride. You dig what I'm saying? He tell you about how to do for self. You know what I mean? He tells you how to live independent of welfare, all of that kind of shit. And everybody getting on everybody health conscious. It's 2018. Everybody health conscious now because that documentary, What the Health, came out. Then you got people who, following Dr. Sebi's information. Elijah Muhammad and the Nation of Islam had a book called How to Eat to Live for almost 40 years. You feel me? So before y'all, jump out there and bash him, like Hassan, he's on here bashing Minister Farrakhan. Do you know how many people Minister Farrakhan's dieting? The diets, the navy bean, the bean soup. You know how many people have been helped by some of these, by this lifestyle promoted by the Nation of Islam and shit? Come on, man. And them actual facts is true. You know what I mean? All that shit in student room, but them actual facts, the same actual facts that the 5%ers use, the same math. I took that shit to college with me and shit. Took it to a personal finance teacher. He never heard nobody say sectillion. That's a number. That's a unit. Followed by 21 zeros. He had never even heard nobody use that type of lingo, and he's a personal finance major. This is his type of lingo. When I said it to him, he baffled him. You know what I'm saying? Then I start talking about 23 million miles of useful land and shit like that. All facts. A lot of people in the street said you was wrong for interview Jack and Poe. They both was rats. Let me tell you something. I don't live in the street. Number one, I don't live in the street. You said people in the street. I don't got nothing going on in the streets. I'm not of that anymore. You know what I'm saying? And anybody that's still of it,
You should be trying to get the fuck out the streets and not worry about what I'm doing with Haitian Jack on YouTube. So make your next move your best move, my nigga. Y'all should be trying to get up out the streets and shit. You know what I mean? Y'all come here and tune in. It's 300 plus people here now. Y'all come here and tune in to hear me speak. You feel me? I'm gonna do me regardless. I'm gonna do me regardless. Straight up. When you gonna interview the brother Polite? Interviewing for what? He's not a rapper. I don't follow trends just because everybody else got him on their platform and shit. I think dude a scam artist anyway. I was in jail with niggas that be mastering religion and shit and be using that shit to hit licks. I smell that on Polite. He one of them niggas. Anybody named Polite gotta be a fucking scam artist anyway. Motherfucker, your name Polite? You gotta be on some slick shit from A to Z. Straight up. Henchman shot at Yayo mama crib with silencers, then ran to the police before Monster and 50 could get at him. Motherfuckers inboxed me some pictures of Monster. His ass ain't all the way obscure like we think. Motherfuckers like, this the nigga you talking about right here, right? The Instagram DM a bad motherfucker, man. You're not anonymous. If you in this community, you're not anonymous. We checking for you. Gully, you need to come to Jackson, Mississippi and check out Dez of Hellborn. Dez need to book me, man. This dribble ain't for free. Mark Curry flew me to Atlanta and put me in the Ritz-Carlton for almost a month to shoot that work that I did with him. The music videos and shit we was together for almost a month. This shit ain't for free, my nigga. You want the best outcome, you got to pay for that shit, yo. You know what I mean? While Ron not defending himself, we not in here talking about Ron. We talking about Cavario in the interview that we did with him. It's turned viral. For y'all who haven't watched it, go and check out the interview I did with Cavario. I uploaded it yesterday. That shit went hammer. That shit is up to, I think, over 15,000 views already and shit. Make sure y'all check it out. And then I did another one with him prior that was uploaded weeks ago when I asked him, does he know Haitian Jack and blase, blah. But yeah, y'all go check out Cavario, man. I hit y'all with that to keep y'all at bay. I got material that I accumulated for these. I'm packaging shit and putting it the fuck out, man. Netflix, Amazon Prime, and all. There's levels to this shit. We can't keep putting our shit on YouTube hoping for these little punk ass checks. I got good content. I be saving my dope. I ain't putting all my dope on here, man. Who was Ron? Nobody. So Kevin Childs lied about AZ, so he never told. He said, this is what Kevin Childs said. He was like, why is he in my paperwork? He was in my paper. People's names end up in other motherfuckers' paperwork. I'm going to tell you how. When the goddamn government watching your motherfucking ass, they name everybody when they put them PSIs together. They say, we had this guy under surveillance on such and such date. He went to Foot Locker. He bought sneakers, 5 pair, from a clerk named such and such. You dig what I'm saying? Like, your name can end up in some shit incidentally. He know that nigga didn't tell on him. He was using that shit he used that shit for notoriety, yo. And I knew it. You know what I mean? I was just riding, yo. I seen an opportunity. Talked about that nigga Chuck a little bit. Gone. I have Glaze's book. You know what else I wanted to address y'all about? Y'all stop giving these niggas y'all money, man, through donations and Patreon and shit and all these crazy niggas be on these platforms begging, asking y'all for donations for what? Y'all be donating money to niggas who be sitting in their car talking. They don't even work. They not giving y'all nothing. I leave you with one to grow on whenever you tune in on this motherfucker. You dig what I'm saying? And I don't be on this motherfucking campaign. I destroy all my lives by playing music on it. Whenever I'm playing music on live, that means it's a copyright violation and I can't get paid. I'm always on live playing music. So it ain't about no paper with me, but I'm speaking to y'all directly. I'm hating right now. Stop giving these niggas y'all money and they not giving y'all nothing back. Now, let me knock a few niggas hustle. Niggas do it to me all the time. Why Hassan Campbell coming at that nigga ain't came at me. Let me tell you something. Y'all stop saying that he's coming at somebody. You can't get molested by another man because you was playing with your body and shit, and then you turn around and now you coming at people and shit. That's not real. That shit's not real. You know what I'm saying? That shit's not real. The fuck? Mr. C Miles will start a blog and start talking about motherfuckers and uploading daily. That shit's not real. Just go away from this music and entertainment shit with that sexual shit. The fuck out of here with it. It ain't got nothing to do with a microphone. I don't think Kawhi would have played with Braun though. That's a problem with some of these young players. They'd rather go to a trash team and score 30 points and be the man than play on a team and score 12 points and be a championship contender. That's young boy shit. That's sucker shit. Who wouldn't want to play with LeBron James? That go for that nigga DeMarcus, who went to Golden State. He retarded, and the nigga Kawhi, he got traded. He ain't really had no influence on where he was going, and he still might end up in LA. Who wouldn't want to play with LeBron? This nigga gonna do all the goddamn work. I'm riding. That's what you do with a horse. You riding. What's your thoughts on the consciousness community? I don't got no thoughts on the conscious community. You got a bunch of niggas on YouTube. Everybody got their own, religious versions of theology and shit, and niggas is uploading, and ultimately niggas is trying to earn. I ain't met a man yet who don't want no money and no pussy. So these niggas be talking about all this religious shit. These niggas don't be celibate. These niggas be fucking on their girls or their wives and shit like that, and everything that regular men do, these niggas be doing. So these niggas shouldn't be held in no on no pedestal or nothing like that. So I don't think nothing about the conscious community. Motherfuck them. They don't own nothing. Conscious community. Don't none of these conscious niggas own shit. You go to their neighborhood. Whole strip populated by Koreans, Jamaican, people from other countries. You see what I'm saying? These niggas just be talking. These niggas ain't got their dribble right. These niggas ain't got their shit together. Let me tell you something. A lot of times, I be on here talking a lot of shit and motherfuckers be trying to read like, well, who he think he is? I got my shit together. I got my shit together. You dig what I'm saying? What y'all seeing is me trying to get Gully together. Trying to get this platform together. But in real life, I got my shit together. You feel me? Kawhi Leonard career is finished. I agree. I think he go just like drift off into being nothing like Jimmy Butler did when he went to Minnesota. It's a regular Joe. DeRozan seemed like he was heartbroken about them trading him and shit, man. That's crazy. He liked it up there. I liked the DeRozan and what's Shorty name from Philly? Was playing point guard. Damn, my cousin played against this nigga too. Number 7. I liked the day backcourt. Let me get a roll call. What all cities up in here? Y'all pretty deep right now. Yeah, Pistol Pete the black one. What other Pistol Pete we gonna talk about on here? If we ain't talk about basketball, it ain't Pete Maravich. From what I'm seeing, most of the murders from back in the day were serial killers. Bunch of retarded motherfuckers and shit. You know what I asked Haitian Jack one day? I said, man, you know, when you be wilding out and shit, or whenever you do your thing, nobody ever said, yo, man, why don't you chill the fuck out? That's who I am. I'm the nigga out the crew that be like, yo, my man, you bugging, my nigga. All these hoes in here, you done pulled a hammer out. The fuck is wrong with you? I asked him, I said, nobody ever approached you like that? He said, nah. He said, I'm the nigga that be doing that to people telling niggas to chill. Nobody ever tells me to chill. Yeah, Kevin Childs, he exaggerated it and shit. If it was some, believe you me, if it was some paperwork of AZ telling on Kevin Childs in a drug situation, that shit would have been out. We would have been seen that shit. Let me tell you how the streets work. Cavario was talking about it similar. Them niggas came at AZ crib. They killed a bunch of people. They killed women and everything, right? And they shot AZ in the fucking head, smoked him, thought he was dead. He ended up living. As he was dying, they asked him who killed all them people in that house. He told them it was Kevin. And they took that to snitching. So the guy who killed a bunch of women shot him in their fucking head and shit like that. He's supposed to be protected by the code, because that's where they try to say the AZ snitched at. He came to court on them niggas. But what would you do if that was your fucking family that got bullets all in their motherfucking head for nothing? Are you gonna let the nigga go? Or you want to see him on the streets and do the killing? A lot of people say that. It don't normally go down like that. Thanks, Ron. Y'all follow me on Instagram at the Real Gully TV, man. I don't want y'all to miss none of what's going on over here. I'm the premier platform. Don't y'all? It's niggas that don't like me, so they never gonna subscribe to my channel. But everybody watch this shit. You dig? It's niggas that got some personal shit with me. They don't like my pictures. They don't share nothing. They try to act like I don't exist. All because I'm an alpha male. I'm an alpha. When I enter the room, this ain't no act. What y'all seeing, these are the books I read. These are the books I read when I was in the penitentiary. I wasn't one of them niggas that was playing spades. I wasn't playing spades. I was reading and studying and absorbing information. You know what I mean? It was a ping pong table outside my cell, right outside my cell. They used to say, yo, they would pick the ping pong table up and carry it like 15 feet away so they could play their game and shit. Jamil in there studying and shit. You know what I mean? A lot of times I didn't go to the afternoon yard and shit because I always was playing basketball in the night yard at nighttime. You know what I mean? So, penitentiary, that was my college. That's why I'm able to fellowship and communicate with a guy like Cavario. If y'all noticed, I attract these guys to me and shit. They fuck with the dribble. Hip hop, sports, and fashion. Fitness. I teach you niggas how to get up in the morning, get in shape. You dig? I just got braces. I just had braces. I didn't get braces until I was 39. Got my grill right. I'm showing y'all how to do this shit. Fuck a gold chain. We gonna get one of them. You gotta prioritize shit right. You gotta prioritize shit right. Feel me? It's the dribble. That's what I call it, the dribble. Yo, Gully, you think 50 Cent a fake? Hell no, I admire that nigga. I think we about the same. We around the same age. I admire him. When I seen that interview, when I seen that Info Minds piece about Monster and 50 Cent, I just power. I love power, man. You know what I mean? This nigga black just like me, man. He a young nigga just like me. This nigga got the juice. He got the juice. And he be having these niggas tailing him. That nigga Monster be tailing him. You don't think he there. He like the fairy godmother. I seen some pictures. He seemed to be like coming out a little bit now. That's because Info Mind showed everybody his face. So it's pictures of him now. Somebody sent me a few. He a 5%er. He got body. He had the kufi on and shit. 50 Cent probably never gonna. Jim Jones mentioned Monster when him and 50 Cent be joking. Yeah. He's always hovering around. Haitian Jack got a shadow to be hovering around him too. You don't know he's there, but he's there. Y'all gonna see him in a documentary, but y'all always gonna see like the back of his head and shit like that. Y'all get ready. Kurt Bone from DC, did you do some shit with him? Nah, I talked to him on the phone. We kicked it. I had to clarify some things for him because I respect him. You know what I mean? I asked him how he felt about the pieces I put out. He kept it real with me. He only had like, he said it was pretty accurate in his eyes. What he didn't agree with was mentioning the females' names because those are the females. In 1988, 87, they was probably 21. They was the little hot girls on the strip and shit. Now they somebody's mother, they somebody's grandmother. So, you go on the internet and you done said somebody's name. Everybody be online watching this shit. So that was the only issue that, Kurt Bone, an elder hustler from DC, famous hustler, was in the Rayful Edmond organization. I got his approval. You know what I mean? And that sat well with me. Shout out to All Days and Kurt Bone out of DC, man. Y'all go cop some of that clothing that he got. He a good brother and shit. You know what I mean? And I got him on speed dial. They say, y'all saying that the Cavario interview is the best Gully TV interview? Y'all serious? Y'all know how much work I put in? Y'all giving it to him? You know why y'all feel like that? Because it's the truth. He was kicking truth. You know what I'm saying? When y'all glowing as y'all was listening to that shit, didn't it develops you. It develops you. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Gully, you have to give some of your real people wrenches. Your chat be out of control. I'm going to think about that. I definitely get one to Kid Intelligent. There's some niggas that been with me a long time. Nico. I know who been with me a long time and shit. Ron Savage, what do you want to talk about, beloved? My email is gullytvboss@gmail.com. But what do you want to talk about? You're not a hip-hop artist. I ain't chasing gangsters. I don't know if you're a gangster or not, but what you smoking? Sour OG, man. Based on your region, let me tell you how I listen. Let me tell you. I learned this from being in the dispensaries in Cali, right? Whatever region you from, the shit that you smoking, your region has developed a reputation for a certain bag. So what happens is the niggas that got that, they keep sending it to the same region and shit. Like, East Coast niggas like Sour Diesel. They don't fuck with Sour in Cali and shit. I was in a dispensary and asked for some Sour Diesel, man. Them niggas start laughing. It was like
time stopped. Like everybody in the dispensary turned around and like looked at me and shit. They knew I wasn't from there. I said, yeah, man, I like sour diesel. He said, well, all right, we got a premium OG. Try this. They put me on some cookies and shit like that. But sour diesel got an acquired taste, man. I like that. Feel me? Alpo has star power. He brings the views. They don't hate. That was before me. DeHaven interview thoughts. Y'all keep asking me about that. That DeHaven issue. DeHaven is that's old news. That's old news. I could have interviewed him. I met him on Instagram a long time ago. It's old news and shit. Like DeHaven's relevancy to urban media is that he had a relationship with Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? They hustled together and shit like that. But he done already told the story a few times and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't piggyback niggas, man. Like sometimes a nigga be disqualified from being interviewed by me for a couple of years because somebody else might have just did some blockbuster work with him. You gotta let a nigga cool off. I interviewed a nigga. Okay, I see he did good on Vlad. I seen him do good on Vlad. I seen him do good on Doggy Diamonds. I'm gonna pursue him and interview him now. It don't work like that. That shit corny. Niggas need to stop doing that shit. Y'all know these niggas be in their car interviewing. All these blogger niggas, I got them getting fresh. That they all be wearing frames now and shit. I'm glad I said that. I'm glad I brought that up. If y'all see me on here with some frames on, I'm about to put the frames on YouTube lockdown. You dig? Because there's too many niggas they starting to wear designer frames. This shit is crazy. This shit is crazy. So I ain't gonna wear them no more. If y'all see me on here with some frames, y'all say, Gully, yo, you got your frames on. I'm gonna take them off. I appreciate that. It's 400 people here. Y'all, next time we in here, if y'all catch me with my frames on, just be like, yo, man, take them joints off. You said you're not rocking them. Please. Hold on. What? He said your last name is Polite. Okay, that's cool. I think that's that nigga first name. Let me get a roll call, man. Let me see what cities is up in here, man. Let me see what my dribble like right now. What cities? Roll call. Come on. I asked y'all before. Let's get it. Sinful to P. I like him. I watch his shit. I knew that nigga before I, put together that I seen him talking about Hassan Campbell. And he just had the aura of a pimp. Real smooth and precise and shit. He got it all in him. I like him. Fuck with him. Shout out to Sinful to P. You and Polite would be a good interview. I think he's a scammer. I think Polite's a scammer, yo. Fifty said that on the song. Hold on. Said, remember that spray that sent me at your mama crib with a silencer? We couldn't even hear that shit. Them niggas sprayed. They sprayed Yayo crib with a who crib? With a silencer.
Kyle Lowry. Okay. What's the name? I was in ATL, man. I just did like 33 days down there. And Jimmy Henchman is very liked in Atlanta. Very liked. 904, Camden, West Palm Beach, Far Rock, 585, Tampa, St. Louis, Jacksonville, North Carolina, Chi-Town, West Columbia, Camden, South Carolina, Rich City, California, Connecticut. Shout out to Cali. St. Louis. When are you gonna do the Sean Teflon Don Branch story? Why do y'all keep wanting me to do stories about these niggas that killed a bunch of people? I'm dead up. Why y'all want to talk about? Why y'all want me to do it? I've already taken a stance on black crime, man. I was introduced to Branch, Sean Branch. Y'all can go Google his name, Sean Teflon Don Branch, Sean Branch from DC. I was introduced to him on Instagram by Kareem Mowat, one of the Mowat twins. That's my guy. Shit, we be kicking it. He a videographer too. He got films and he be directing. He do the same shit that I do essentially. So we developed a, kind of like a mutual relationship. Online we kicks it and talks about different things and shit. And when Sean Branch came home and shit, he like, yo, my man, da 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 da. King Erner said AZ girlfriend was only 13. Man, what the fuck do he know? He from Philadelphia, yo. He don't know. That nigga, and that nigga not old enough to even know about that shit for real. That nigga is retarded, yo. That nigga's an OBH reject. That nigga used to be with OBH. He don't be screaming OBH no more. He got excommunicated. He got kicked out the whip. He's going crazy now. If y'all go look at old OBH, matter of fact, if y'all go look at old OBH videos, he in a video right with them niggas, acting like he a killer. He got excommunicated. Now his name is King Cornball. AZ testified on dude at the retrial in 2012. The fuck, he didn't already testified on him like he didn't already developed his little, Oh, thanks for the donations, yo. For whoever hit me off, Gary and Ken, I think. Some people just feel like you're fake. What's fake? Let me tell y'all something, right? I'm intelligent. I'm bright. I'm like one of the brightest light bulbs. I'm one of the brightest light bulbs in the lamp. Them real niggas that y'all admire, y'all call niggas real niggas and gangsters and killers, they used to follow me around in the penitentiary like children. You know why? Because I was one of the fucking smartest convicts in the fucking institutions. You dig? Now, how you like that? How you like that? Do you know what it's like to have a murderer at your mercy? Because he done killed a bunch of people, but he can't read for real? Y'all gotta get y'all definitions of real correct. Y'all gotta get that shit in order, man. You know what I mean? Because I'm far gone. I'm an alien. I'm out of this world and shit. You know what I'm saying? So be careful when y'all approach me with that shit. You know what I'm saying?
I'm of a different fabric. Word up. But yeah, I couldn't wait to say that on here because that's the fucking truth. When I was in the joint, them niggas that y'all be terrified of, dick riding and shit, them niggas didn't know how to take me. Husky, fly, athlete, basketball player, intelligent as a motherfucking wizard. You dig? Build in any cipher. Build with the Israelites, build with the 5%ers, build with the rosters, build with the Sunnis, build with the Nation of Islam, build with the Ansars, build with the Moorish American niggas. It's the dribble. Gully, what do you think of that shit that went down in the Bronx? Trinitario, they could have called the police or some shit like that, man. I know what it's like to have a bodega and you living in that shit and you gotta be there, you got to live there. You don't want to be involved with shit. You know what I mean? I don't think they knew that that shit was gonna go that far and shit like that. Shit's crazy that that shit went down like that. But, you know, I think in the eyes of the proprietor, the owner of the store, he wanted that shit out of his. He just wanted it gone out of his store, because 9 times out of 10, he's scared of all them young motherfuckers, because that's who be putting in the work, young motherfuckers. So he looked at them as all a bunch of young motherfuckers and shit, young problem motherfuckers. That's who be putting in the work, young misled motherfuckers who ain't never been to the joint and shit. Motherfuckers get locked up and be immediately sorry, ain't never been in that situation in their life, and be genuinely sorry and change their lives. Some niggas don't. Some niggas continue to bullshit. Using the feds. Nah, I was only in the state, yo. You don't like Jamaicans. Why would you say that? Love Jamaicans. Love all people. Love all people. I love all civilized people of all colors. Black, white, candy stripe, tan, beige. Mark, that's because I got, you know, got children by a Spanish chick. I'm spoiled. You know what I mean? I like beans and rice and shit like that. Priority dribble. Peace. I got to do a 5-piece soon, August 2nd. Hey, you keep your head up, man. That ain't nothing but 60 months, my nigga. You look at that, it ain't 5 years, it's 60 months. You dig? I don't know where you at, whether you got good time or whatever, man, but it's 60 months, my nigga. You know what I mean? Or you got 5 NBA seasons and you coming home. You know what I mean? So maintain, weight train, and don't complain. That's how you do a bid. Let me say it again. Maintain, weight train, and don't complain. It be over just like that. You know what I mean? Straight up. You got to August to get your dribble right, though, my nigga. Take some paper with you, and you be straight. Said Jim Jones or 50 Cent. I respect both them niggas, man. I fuck with 50 Cent. I listen to a lot of 50 Cent music. Lou Keys, what up? I think Demencio was a fly, pretty boy gangster. I mean, yeah, fly, pretty boy, street gangster type nigga, similar to Alpo, and he was from Brooklyn. Maybe Alpo was a little insecure. I don't know. 50 a rich goon. Everybody in here subscribe to the channel, man. I need that. I need that. I gotta spread the gospel of the dribble and shit. You know what I mean? I don't campaign on here much, but anybody seen Alpo around yet? Yeah.
Been looking at homie page for that picture you were talking about, Big Dog, 50 Cent's partner. Oh, shit, you can Google some of them pictures. His name is Monster. I'm late. Cavario was the real Cavario on all them pages with all them gangsters from New York City. Tell them Blanco sent you and Albee Square Mall and shit like that. He was in the spot. He official. Gullies, when you travel to other countries, do you bring your goon shooter? Hmm. You asking me when I went to the Dominican Republic, was I by myself? Is that what you asking me? I could listen to Cavario speak all day. Sat passe. Great footage though, but Gully has a history of videos that led up to this point, without a doubt. I sell glass in DC. One of the ladies mentioned Christ tears. Kurt Bone never talks bad about anyone. Great man. Walaikum salam. My nigga, I'm thorough. You know what I mean? I know it might sound cliche, with social media, you got everybody proclaiming that they something. I'm thorough, my nigga. I don't move like that. I don't move like that. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not gonna go no place where I feel that I'm required to have a gun. That's called critical thinking. You know what I mean? Before you even catch the case, just put the whole thought out of your mind. I might run into such and such over here. I'm gonna carry my hammer. That you done committed the crime already. You did, because you going with this whole shit on you. So just to kill all of that, pick and choose your environments. You know what I mean? You weren't born with a fucking goon or a shooter or nothing like that. You dig? Like, who wants to live like that? You know what I mean? I don't want nobody telling me but a bitch. Straight up. How do you feel about Kevin Childs? I don't know. I only encountered him like twice. We talked on the phone for like, half hour one time, and these guys are older than me. You know what I'm saying? So I look at these guys and I handle these guys with a reverence. Like Mark Curry, for instance, and shit. Like, I explain to him, you know what I mean? Like, you know, we getting to the point where we got a personal relationship, and you like my homie and shit like that. But I don't want you to ever forget that you're Mark Curry. You know what I mean? You a superstar. And I appreciate you allowing me in your company. That's how I carry it with these niggas. You feel me? Hmm. Yeah, the niggas in the dispensary was staring at me and shit. Just because you make a 3-point pointer don't make you a 3-point shooter, and just because you kill someone don't make you a killer. So how many bodies makes you a killer? That's a good little scenario there you read, Rog. I think one murder makes you a killer. One. soon as you do it. You know why? Because you're going to have the same amount of karma and bad energy around your ass from that point on. So if you maliciously kill somebody, just, you know, just be prepared for what come with it. You asked me, I just gave you my opinion and shit. Who do you think nowadays, this new generation, will be talking about, like Henchman, Haitian Jack, Alpo, etc.? I don't know, G. I don't think the world will ever produce characters like those guys that you named. Like that, them niggas is from the early '80s and shit. Like them niggas was around for the birth of crack cocaine and shit like that. That's never gonna happen again. People will never be reintroduced to crack. You know what I mean? We got the best bud in Toronto. I can see you don't answer new supporters to come to your page. My nigga. It was just almost 500 people in here. My nigga, I didn't see it. I'm trying to. I'm scrolling up. I'm trying to read y'all comments and shit. Gully interview OBH again. Come to North. Oh shit. Oh shit. Everybody talk crazy and claim to hate Poe, but Poe was an interesting dude. This nigga keep asking me, do I have a shooter with me? For what? Gully, I just got here, so I missed out. Is this the Cavario dude official? You tell me. Did you listen to the interview? He's very intelligent. You can't mistake intelligence. A fool, I mean, a wise man could play the role of a fool. A fool can never play the role of a wise man. You got it? Let me say it again. A wise man could play the role of a fool. A fool could never play the role of a wise man. This is Cavario's book for everybody who just got here. It's called Raised by Wolves. Y'all make sure y'all go pick up a copy. His parents. Real street shit. New York City in the early 80s and the 70s and shit. Then all that shit, that fashion that y'all love. Raised by Wolves by Cavario. Check it out. Hold on. See y'all pretty interested in that Cavario interview. I want y'all to, replay that shit, man. Share it with 2 friends and shit. This nigga Filet, he a basketball celebrity on Instagram. Every video he put out, he'd be like, tag 2 friends. That's a hell of a marketing ploy. And I want to intercept that, man. Pass the ball. He passed the ball. What's up with Alpo's son getting robbed? I don't know, man. Could happen to anybody. Gully used to go to the hood, now he Hollywood. Once you get your shit together and get you a piece of something, what happens when you return to the hood? They stick you up and rob you, right? Ain't that what they do? If you have nice things, they take it from you. They're not glad to see you when you come back to the hood. They not. You look like steak. And I understand that. You know what I'm saying? I know where my place is in life, my nigga, and I stay there and shit. Um, I'm from the hood, been in it all my life. But if you start in the hood and you finish in the hood, that means you didn't go anywhere. I'm going places. Do a story on Sad from 30th and Norris and shit. It's a good idea. Basketball legend. They say he the best that came out of Philly. Joe Gotti. Gully TV boss at Gmail. Sean Branch is on Instagram. He said interview Dark Low because he can't seem to talk around AR Ab. Oh shit. Yeah, I see the interviews that he did with Vlad, man. He don't. I ain't gonna even go there, man. Straight up. King Garner is a fraud. He name dropped for views, yeah. Thomas Issam. He said I can get you an interview with Drake's dad in Memphis. I don't want to interview Drake's dad. I want to interview Drake. Shout out to Youngstown in Memphis. King Erner. Nigga just sit on there and talk about who telling and all this shit. This nigga crazy. I be like, man, this... Oh, man, I hate to see this nigga videos keep coming through this fucking news feed, man. Enos, I'm beating your ass when I see you. You know, and you know when I see, I shouldn't even be saying this on here and shit. Get your bitch ass out my group. Matter of fact. Hate dick riders. Get your ass out of here. He said, Gully, you behind us in the chat by like 20 minutes. All right, let me roll this shit up, man. There's so many people in here. King Erner's a real Philly dude. Gully, are you scared of that fade with Born Divine? That nigga can't even breathe. That was my cousin in the chat. Bitch ass nigga, I ain't seen him in like a year. He owe me money and shit. This motherfucker in my chat talking about cuz I love your show. I'm slapping the fuck out you when I see you, bitch ass nigga. Block this nut ass. Get your nut ass the fuck out of here. I hate petty ass niggas. Gully, you read my infamous life by Prodigy. But of course. Phil speaks, that's the truth. said, seeing King earn a workout video. That nigga's a bird. Alpo was never on Kev Child's level. Everybody in Harlem knew that. You still write books? Yup, writing one now. Gully, would you interview Gangsta Lou from Harlem? Yes, I would. He be around and shit. I never thought about interviewing him because he jacked my man up. So I ain't never want to fuck with him. But yeah, that nigga Gangsta Lou. Them niggas, nah, Uncasa. Gangsta Lou had a bounty out on Dipset chains one summer. Some old shit that was going on in Harlem. Them niggas jacked up. So, nah, I wasn't fucking with him. King Earner never talk about being a woman beater like his Hunter and that. That nigga be blocking his comments and all type of shit like that. Gangsta Lou versus Yellow Top Gang was epic. Yeah, that shit was hard. That shit was hard. What you think about interviewing Cornell Jones? I ain't, it's, man, do you know how many of these gangster niggas is around? I mean, former kingpins and shit is around. Like, I ain't pursuing it, man. I'm on some hip hop shit, man. That shit, something falls in my lap. That's cool, man. But the gangsters is in the same, boat as the rappers. You find a rap nigga anywhere. You find a nigga just got out the feds from selling kilos anywhere. Said Cornell Jones back in jail. He said Gully interviewed Boone, the Detroit killer. No. What about Reed Dollars and T-Rex? That shit has a novelty appeal to it, but that shit was a long time ago. That shit was a long time ago, yo. Thank you, Ali. Dion, what's up, homie? Y'all saying you ain't never lied. Y'all share this video. Share this on share this shit on Facebook, Twitter, Reddit, Tumblr, Blogger, Honus. I'm on all the social media sites, man. Gully TV. Fuck with your boy. Another one of Cavario's books right here for anybody who just joined us. It's called Old Gangsters and Young Guns. This is it right here. Action-packed. For y'all who keep asking me about all this Kingpin shit, cop this book. Nigga boy George in here, nigga from the Bronx. Nigga was like James Bond and shit. Nigga had a smoke screen and oil slick on his car. Yeah, Mr. McFly, Gangsta Lou was in an HBO documentary. I've been here for 120, man. Thank you. Thurston Howe, I'm definitely interested in that. You could cop the books from Amazon or anywhere where they sell books, man. Cavario, he's lit. You know what I mean? Co-founder of Don Diva magazine. Senior editor of Hip Hop Weekly. Extensive background in journalism, man. Y'all like that street shit? This is it, though. And this is Raised by Wolves. This is the book on his life. This is a $25 book right here. Y'all follow me on Instagram, man. The Real Gully TV. Fraggy, man. Give me a break, my nigga. No doubt. Y'all follow me on Instagram, The Real Gully TV. I'm about to get up out of here, man. I just wanted to do that review on the books. Shout out to Cavario. Keep up the good work. I appreciate all the comments that y'all left on his interview. Some of y'all saying it's the best work I ever did. That remains to be seen, man. I got more crack on my desktop, man. Just look for more uploads. Stay tuned with Gully TV. You feel me? I'm out.